Who was it that told me that he was in love with me?
Is this my old show? What am I? Bring him on out!
Plaintiff Meghan Keogh says she agreed to manage a local band in return for 10% of their income. She claims she paid all of their expenses and didn't earn a dime. She's suing for $4,000 for management costs. The band Opium Droid admit money's been tight, but some say the real problem is that Meghan is dating their guitarist, and that's a conflict of interest.
You're suing them having to do with a band?
About 2 years ago now, Opium Droid, the band, brought me. That's their band name.
That's the name of the band?
Yes.
Oh.
I know.
Another drug case, you know?
They brought me on to be their manager about 2 years ago. So I graduated from college with a degree in music business and industry, concentrating in business and management. I also have a degree, an associate's in business administration with a minor in marketing. Rob Kogut, who has known me since like the 5th grade, knew this.
Which you're the middle Rob?
Yes,
yeah.
Middle Rob.
Yeah.
He brought me on knowing my new educational background, and he also knew that I had a pretty impressive resume for somebody my age in the music industry. I've managed festivals. I had multiple arena level tours under my belt. I was promoting shows. I was doing a lot of work with bands, and he told me that he was in a new band that he thought was really good, and he thought that I could come in and help. And, you know, Rob being my friend, I was like, of course, yeah, 100%. Like, I'll always back anything that you do. So they officially had me on as their manager with the agreement that I would make 10% of the band's total income. I never received a dime from any money that they made, despite the fact that I've booked multiple shows for them.
That's not entirely fair to say. We're just coming out of a global pandemic. There haven't exactly been bar shows to play.
I booked shows for them, but then it sort of kind of evolved into me doing a lot more than just booking shows for them. I am also a photographer. I'm a professional photographer. I've been brought on tour by bands for my photography before I started working for them. They had me do multiple photo shoots for them, which involved buying the set. I had to set up the photo shoots. I conducted them, and that's hours of time shooting, and not only that, but the editing is hours. And like 40, 60 hours of work.
Well,
and I've done
the first
two.
one was crap.
If the first one was crap, why would you go back to me and have me design your EP art, which is right there?
I mean, in art.
I still did the work. That's the thing. That's
And
still
so did
hours
we.
of my time.
Okay.
They also owe me money for the graphic design that I've done. I learned graphic design specifically to make those graphics right there, plus paying for Photoshop and Lightroom.
Could you have bought them some clothing to wear in that bottom picture?
That was your idea.
No, go ahead.
That was your idea.
All right, I'm just being silly.
I also do a lot of administrative stuff for them. I run all of their social media. In fact, if you go on to any one of their social media networks right now, almost 100% of the content was created by me. Almost all of the posts that are on there were posted by me. And then also, they had the opportunity to work with a very established videographer, and I wanted them to be able to get a really good music video out of it, because a music video is going to make your band look good.
Yeah.
So they did the video. Unfortunately, they were not able to cover the full cost of it at the time, so I fronted them about $1,000 for that video.
Okay, let's take a look at this video. That is very good.
Nice.
Yeah, you'd think with
I
all
mean,
that
that's-
talent, they'd be able to make enough money to pay me back.
I did bring Meghan into this band because I'm aware of her acumen and her education. She's
Yes.
good at what she does.
Yes.
I didn't know she was going to create an immediate conflict of interest, because what she's failing to mention is that Meg and Chris have been a couple for more than a year and a half now.
Oh,
Wait.
raise your hand, Chris. There you go.
Wait,
Yes.
I'm sorry. Who was it that told me that he was in love with me?
Is this my old show?
No.
I know.
What am I? Bring him on out!
So Meg has been booking for us for a while, and we
There
have
it
done
is.
some
Case
great work
closed.
together, and we have made an agreement that when the band makes income, she'll get her manager's 10%.
After profit should be the 10%, but we haven't been making a profit yet. We're still trying to cover all of our expenses.
So I have here evidence of payments that I have made or we paid together in one aspect on here. The first was a check that I had here, if you wanted to look at it.
That check is for?
$1,780, sir.
And what was that for?
That was for the apartment we had together.
Whoa, time out. What has that got to do with a band?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, no.
I also paid the security deposit. Hello.
Whoa. That has nothing to do, this lawsuit has to do with the band, her professional association with the band as a manager. This is pretty easy. And first of all, other expenses you have and
They
things
also
you've
just
done,
owe me
that's
money.
your relationship issue.
I just think that, like, in a perfect world, a good manager isn't going to muddy their own waters. The conflict of interest is real.
Oh,
she
so
became
you're-
the manager, and then she started dating Chris, and then our creative direction changed. Because anytime we'd have a discussion about something, it wouldn't be what does Chris, please, buddy. It wouldn't be how does Chris feel. It would be I'd say something, Rob would say something, Meg would tell us in her expertise what she felt was great, and then that became Chris's answer.
First of all, you're undervaluing my work when you say things like that. Like I haven't been working my butt off for you for the last year, whether I was dating him or not. Also, I started working with you guys before we started dating. And also, this was never a problem until I said, hey, I'm doing a ton of work for you guys and getting nothing from it, and you can't even say thank you.
The issue is she performed services having to do with the band. We can't be picking on her because she happens to be dating one of you. She could be dating the other guy, then you'd be yelling at him? Well,
Yeah.
Well, at least I wouldn't.
Would you have set them up
Let
too?
Meg talk for me.
that's a dispute you three guys have, but you can't blame her. She is here as a professional, as you are. You're professional musicians. Now, there are two things here. The first is the 10%. I think that it's clear cut that she should get her 10% for management services. These other things you're talking about are separate. When you asked for $4,000, you said $500 for administrative work.
Yep.
Okay, I am telling you that $500, that's part of being a manager. You don't get 10% for being a manager, and then you also want $500 for your administrative work. That's what you take on. What you don't take on as a manager, and you're entitled to separate compensation, is the photography, making of a video. That's not what a manager does.
When I say administrative things, I'm also counting the social media work that I do, like actually drafting, creating the posts, doing the hashtags, because that's a lot of time.
It's
When
a
they
time,
have-
but
always do that,
managers
though.
get 10% for a reason.
When
What
we
do you
first
think the
started-
10% is for?
The 10% is supposed to be their total income to, pay for my time. But when that agreement was
doing
first
work.
started,
Behind it.
when that agreement was first started, however, the only work that I was supposed to be doing for them was booking shows.
Unless I see a contract which specifically outlines. But if you are coming to court and saying, I'm the manager, you wind up doing all this kind of. However, I agree with you that some of this, the photography stuff and the videos and stuff, that is extra. And she should be paid for that,
Thank you.
other than the 10%.
My issue is that I've been managing them since before the pandemic. I booked shows that you made money on.
While she was your manager, did you ever make a penny?
If we were making anything, it was pennies.
Okay, but whatever. I'm saying this isn't complicated. The agreement was she gets 10%. Even if it's only $5, she should then get her 50 cents. And by the way, you're very good.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you, sir.
You're very good. So this is, and I'm saying you can't let this personal stuff get in the way. It'll screw it up. It'll screw both things up. You'll ruin the relationship, you guys, and you'll also ruin your career. So just keep it separate. But on the other items that you asked for, I will give you $2,500. So I find for the plaintiff in the sum of $2,500.
Having everything kind of come together today, it felt hostile, kind of like how he was saying.
My relationship with Chris from now on is going to be even more strict.
always hit the dirt. That's why your knees hurt. Don't try to write it off, it's always just another day. And now we've got our boys, it's time to make some noise. Coming out the back door, it's another tidal wave. We're underrated, no longer jaded. Now it's over for you.
Now it's over for you.
Now it's over for you. No matter what goes on, the fight is always on. Now it's over for you. We've got it on lock. That's where we hit the spot. If you know you can't hang, you're gonna have to cut back. You do your own tricks. You're gonna hit the lip to be on the slab. You're gonna have to play the game. We're underrated, no longer jaded. Now it's over for you.
Now it's over for you.
Now it's over for you. No matter what goes on, the fight is always on. Now it's over for you. You know you're still time to turn back and run, 'cause you know you can't hide, boy. Just get and destroy. It's worth the top tier, and we're making that clear. We're underrated, no longer jaded. We're underrated, no longer jaded. Now it's over for you.
Now it's over for you.
Now it's over for you. Now it's over for. Now it's over for you.
Now it's over for you.
Now it's over for you. No matter what goes on, the fight is always on. Now it's over for you. Now it's over for you. Now it's over for you.
Thanks for watching. Now please approach the bench. The way I look at it, you have two options here. Option A, watch more Judge Jerry. Option B, watch more Jerry Springer. The choice is yours. Now get out of my courtroom. You have more clips to watch. And don't forget to subscribe.